All right, I'm fully willing to admit that I'm a bit cynical here and also, just a little bit crazy, but it's really starting to feel like there's cheaters inside of every single match that I play of Marvel Rivals. Today, I've got some gameplay that I want to break down, and I've literally only scrubbed through the first 5 seconds of this, and I'm already convinced that this guy was wall hacking. And it's encounters like this, they feel like they're happening often enough that it's starting to make me question every single game, and that is just such a killer. It's the main reason that I quit playing Warzone. Hopefully Marvel Rivals can kind of like dial this in, but with a free-to-play game, you're really constantly going to be dealing with this. All right, so I'm going to let this first 5 seconds or so play out at full speed, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it back, slow it down, and break it down frame by frame. But while I let this play out the first time, keep a close eye as to where the spider is looking. Did you see it? Do I need to even go any further here? Let's go ahead, bring it back, and slow it down. So here we are. You can see the very second, I mean like the frame that the portal opens up, you can see that the Mr. Fantastic's health bar is on the screen. However, the enemy team doesn't get access to that information unless they're in combat with the person. At least as far as I know. I don't believe there's a setting that you can turn on that constantly shows the enemy's health bars. So aside from this millisecond that his health bar is up, there is no visual acknowledgement that somebody is moving in that direction or somebody is over there. There is no evidence on the screen that would lead the spider to believe that, especially considering they can't see these health bars at the moment. Mr. Fantastic is and always was fully behind this wall because he's not only going to look once, but twice at this Mr. Fantastic through the wall. And I've played this back a dozen times over, and there is zero audio cue to let the spider know either. There's literally no reason that he should know that this person is. But let's go ahead and see how close his crosshair gets to the Mr. Fantastic while he's behind the wall, maybe, huh? Okay, so it's not directly on it, but he is very clearly tracking this Mr. Fantastic, and if there was no wall there, he would have most definitely hit him with a web and initiated combat at this very moment. However, you can see that there's a wall there. Whoops, Mr. Wall Hacker staring at the wall again. And I'm telling you, these encounters happen. It's starting to feel like every single game. Let me know down in the comments if I'm crazy, because I am a little bit crazy. I'm a little bit jaded too, because Warzone, I loved playing Warzone, but a major reason that I quit playing that game was because every encounter felt like it was with a cheater, bro. And the fact that the anti-cheat was so terrible just compounded on that fact. And I really feel like Marvel Rivals might be heading down that same path if they don't pick this up, because it's starting to feel like it's constant. Let me know if I'm crazy, but let's go ahead and continue here. Oh, he's behind the wall, so let me go ahead and move on back to these guys here. For what reason is this spider able to look behind the wall? For what reason does this spider know that this Mr. Fantastic, he literally looks directly at this Mr. Fantastic through not only one, but multiple walls? Because there's a wall right here as well that was blocking him, and I'm almost positive there's a wall in that stairwell that the Mr. Fantastic was behind at the time that this spider just literally 90-degree turned and snapped onto this Mr. Fantastic. And then here we go. We've finally initiated combat. I do want to add that Spider-Man does have the Spider Sense passive, which will give a warning for enemies that have been around, but I don't think it's meant to work through multiple walls around multiple angles. I mean, you can see in the example there, he's literally got to be right next to the guy to get this Spider Sense, so I'm doubtful that that's any sort of excuse that I'm going to accept. There were several spots throughout this match where it just seemed obvious that this guy was wall hacking. For the sake of time in this video, I'm not going to break each and every single one of them down, because the whole point of this video isn't as like a expose on disaster being a cheater. It's more so to point out the fact that I feel like there is a growing problem with these cheaters inside of Marvel Rivals. I might be a little bit crazy, and I'm probably wrong, probably 60% of the time, but that still leaves 40% of the time where I'm right. And that's a problem, because if I feel it every single game, that means 40% of my games have a cheater in them, right? Like, we're at a level here that should be very, very concerning. And I don't know if I'm the only one who's feeling this or what exactly is going on here. Marvel Rivals is a free to play game, so this is going to be a constant struggle. It's going to be a constant back and forth. I'm not expecting a sweeping resolution to this problem. However, it's a major problem, and it's kind of killing the experience for me. Let me know down in the comments your guys' thoughts on all of this, but that's really all I wanted to break down inside of this video. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm out.